intro again.
God, don't. Please don't. You really gonna do this?
Yeah, him. It's our show. We do what we want.
Oh my god, no. Not another freaking wrestling podcast.
Yay!
Like I said, I don't get people like me. So either you love me or you don't.
I love you.
I love you too.
Cody Rhodes is hot dog water solidified.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Not Another Freaking Wrestling Podcast. Almost back at full strength, and I'm No Contest JD.
I am past full strength. I am truly the strongest. I'm Will Diamond.
And this isn't even my final form. I'm Shane Daniels.
And I'm sleepy as fuck because my silly ass stayed up past 5 a.m. to watch a Japanese baseball game and still celebrating the fact that the Tigers are the champions after 38 fucking years.
Why didn't you just wake up early, dumbass?
I mean, I was already up. I was already up because I wrestled last night. So I just stayed up and powered through it and watched it.
I love Will.
While wrestling?
No.
That's crazy. You're fucking multi-talented.
That's irresponsible.
All right, guys. It's that time
Did you get a haircut?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
For AWA, so I could do the Android 17 costume and not have to wear a wig.
Uh,
My once-a-year haircut.
well, fellas, it's my once-a-year rant about blood money. So
I thought those were like
start
4
this
times
off.
a year.
That
Let's start this off.
was a thing that happened yesterday.
Let's start this off with the way we do every one of these episodes. Saudi Arabia is garbage. Kingdom Saudi Arabia murders journalists, and WWE just takes their money, even though it happens like right after they sign a contract with them, and don't really give a shit and keep taking their money and now make it their home, and put up a WWE experience on the boardwalk in Riyadh. So, this is a thing that happens. It's pretty shit. I don't like it. I don't like the events. I don't like the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I don't like Mohammed bin Salman. Then I'll suck a big fat dick. And WWE can suck a big fat dick for continuing to take all this money from them and holding events over there. Rant over.
Boy, what a show.
With that said, let's review WWE Blood Money. Crown Jewel. Sorry, I do that every time.
Strike 3. You're fucking out.
Opened up with the World Heavyweight title match between Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Those men cooked in that match.
I didn't watch it.
Really?
No, I was gone, and then I missed about 30 minutes. So I got back right when Big Match John went out.
See, that was the best match on the card, in my opinion. Those two guys went out there and put in some work.
Seth
and Drew.
Oh, okay.
Now, you got an almost cash in from Damian, and then Sammy showed up in a hoodie and stole the briefcase and ran. So Damian couldn't cash in.
Because the fucking contract's actually in Finn's briefcase.
That's right.
Telling you, that's where we're going. That's what we're doing.
So, what the fuck is Jordan Devlin doing with that fucking cell?
Oh, that one with him and Sammy in the pre-show? They had a pre-show match, actually, yeah. That cell was ridiculous, though. That's Shawn Michaels 2002.
He did a fucking imploding 450 off of an Irish whip into the corner.
That was straight up Shawn Michaels 2002.
Was it as good as, like, the Hogan thing?
Yeah, it was probably equal to those bumps, yeah.
Awesome.
Honestly, I think it was dumber because it just made no fucking sense.
It really did.
Shawn was
Momentum's
just
not gonna
flopping
carry
around,
all that.
but he's doing the weird-ass flippy spots out of running into the corner.
He doesn't even go here, so it doesn't matter.
Well, Sean had a reason. Sean was just being a cheeky cunt because Hogan's a piece of shit.
Says who?
I still love how JD McDonough so badly wants to be in Judgment Day, and they're recruiting people, and they're recruiting everyone but him.
Is he not in Judgment?
No,
No, he's not in Judgment Day.
girl, he don't even go here.
No, they want somebody. Rhea's recruiting, but they're not recruiting JD McDonough.
Chad Gable.
Nah.
Stephanie
Nah.
McMahon.
Maybe.
It's actually Vince. It's going to be him all alone.
The higher power.
Yeah.
It
He's
was
gonna be
me,
busting
Austin.
out shooting stars.
You know what would be great if they recruited fucking Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle? Come on, man.
Come on now.
Hottest
You could
free
do better
agent in
than
the game.
that.
Finley returns confirmed.
Yes. It's a package deal.
Finley.
These Finleys tire me.
I mean,
All
he's a
right.
good one.
We got the women's 5-way next, where Nia Jax was just like standing outside the ring the whole match.
Do you want to work with her?
No.
I think
finish-
that's the best place for her. Actually, in the crowd, buying a ticket would be a good place for her. But
Yeah, I mean, your knee's already blown out, JD. You want to wrestle her get hurt worse?
No, I'm good.
There you go.
But the finish was dope. So Raquel was covering Shayna, and Rhea hit Zoe with the Riptide on top of him off the second rope, broke up the pin, and then pinned Shayna.
I love that Rhea got the big boss entrance.
Yes. A great
Well
entrance.
deserved.
We got a hype reel for Saudi Arabia after that match.
Did that make you feel good?
No.
Mm.
That's where I had to mention it out of my notes here because I was pretty pissed. Anyway, how about Solo Sikoa beating the living fuck out of Big Match John?
That match was fucking awesome. I love that match.
It was actually Solo's first singles match on a premium live event too.
And he's the fifth person to have their debuting match, singles match against John Cena. Figure since we're throwing out stats, I'll throw that out too.
How many Samoan spikes was that at the end?
Like 20. I was waiting
God.
for John to fucking start throwing up blood to really sell it.
Yeah, that was that finish looked rough for John.
Can we talk about how John Cena threw out a goddamn chokeslam? That was wild.
Like what?
You didn't see that?
No, I know. That's what I was just so confused. I was like, what the hell?
And it was funny because Michael Cole even said, John Cena's pulling out moves you don't regularly see him do. I don't think I've ever seen John Cena do a chokeslam, though.
No. I don't think I have either. So after this, we had Miz TV that was basically just, hey, let me rub the balls while I choke on it, Saudi Arabia.
Your commentary alone is this episode. Is Miz turning
Someone's
heel
feeling
or
sassy.
face?
Miz is turning babyface.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's
He
who's gonna
turned
beat that
babyface.
fucking shit can Walter.
Yo, if Miz
Finally
is
teach
the
him
one,
how to fucking lock up properly.
if Miz is the one that ends the reign of Walter,
Yeah.
that'd be wild. It's got to be Chad Gable though, right?
No,
has
it needs
be.
to. It
Just like
has to
Cody
be
has
the
to finish the
Miz.
story.
You have to do it like Honky Tonk Man. There's already been so many parallels. We got an all gimmick, no works dude having a really long run, and now we've got the work rate baby face of the century, Michael, coming in to get the belt.
I don't have time to explain to you everything wrong with what you just said.
Yeah, that we're just gonna keep pushing right forward. This next match is where it went off the rails for me, both in match quality and in quality of what I want to see on my television, because the disrespect of Rey Mysterio continues, ladies and gentlemen. Logan Paul is your new WWE United States Champion.
Can we just, for 1 sec, I'm drinking Prime right now. It's actually Glowberry. Got it at the Sam's Club. Really good. Thank you, Logan Paul, for saving the GOAT's life. You
I will
about
give him
hyped
that.
himself. And for a guy who's only had 8 matches, that's a veteran fucking move what he did.
He definitely saved Ray Ray's life there. One could argue, though, he was out of position in the first place.
One could argue. But it
One
looked
could
a little
also
short
argue
anyways.
that this is just fucking stupid. Why is he
So
the United States champion?
this match left a lot to be desired in the first place because, like, everything Logan Paul has done since he's been in WWE has been pretty quick paced, whereas Ray Ray is not there anymore. Ray Ray of 2003 would have been. Ray Ray in 2023 is just not the opponent we needed for Logan Paul.
Did he look, going back and looking at it, did Ray look like he was kind of hurt?
Ray looked like he'd lost a step, so yeah, maybe he was hurt. I don't know, but the whole match felt a step off, and it kind of dragged down the rest of the show from there, for me. Except for that. Well, we'll get to it here in a minute. Well, next, Bailey and Io Sky, or Bailey, Bianca and Io Sky. Got a Kairi Sane debut.
I hear there's more on the way.
What do you mean?
I hear there's more people that are coming to join them.
Oh, that would be interesting.
What I heard.
Be a lot more fucking interesting if they would get their grubby hands off of these good wrestlers and go back to hiring shit feds from the NWA. Stop signing good wrestlers, WWE.
Bailey looked shook.
Yeah,
Considering
because
Bailey was what, the one who fucking took her out in the first place?
Yep.
at the behest of Brock Lesnar.
What?
Yeah, that's been like the main long-term build is Kairi Hojo versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Anyway, next was Cody Rhodes and Damian Priest. By the way, before this match, we got another reach around for Saudi Arabia. Got to make sure we gag on it a little bit before we get to the matches. Anyway, Cody and Damian was what it was. It was a wrestling match that should have been on Raw.
Yeah. That would have been a really good Raw main event.
Yes. It was not a good PLE match.
It really didn't even grab my attention. And let's just take what the Blood Money shows really are for what they're worth.
Glorified house shows.
Exactly. That's all it is. I mean,
You're
there's
telling
nothing.
me
There's nothing.
The 3-star
here
Savior put on a 3-star match?
I wouldn't even give it 3 stars. It was just a fucking good.
Of all the matches, it was one of them. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but it also didn't make me go, oh my God, I got to watch this. So like, and unfortunately probably a lot of it's probably placement too, because it was right before the main event.
So it's
So,
piss
like,
break.
Yeah, exactly. They couldn't really do much in the first place. They should have had that match on Raw.
Or at least open the show up. That would have
Or
been
open
an
the show.
opener match. Opener match. That'd been good.
That would have been
Dark
fun. Or yeah, pre-show match. Could have put it on the pre-show. Could have given them more time to work. So we got LA Knight, the megastar, is over with the Saudi crowd as well.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it?
Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
If
this
anybody
was,
thought that he was going to win, then why?
y'all wild if you thought LA Knight was going to win.
Damn, you're saying there was a chance though?
No.
Oh.
I would say there's a chance he moves over to Raw, wins that title at some point. But he's not taking that belt off Roman. It's Cody's.
It's not Cody's.
That's Cody's. It's written in the stars. Bodega
I
Boy
don't
is
know.
getting
I
that
looked
belt.
up at the stars and I'm pretty sure it said Dozovich.
please.
Bodega boy.
Boy, you're fucking wild tonight, Will. You just got some really hot takes.
Oh, wait till we get to his hottest of takes.
Oh, I can't wait for that either. I forgot he's got his soapbox tonight.
Yeah, he's got a soapbox to stand upon.
Oh boy,
Are we
get
done
Sassy
talking
Will
about
tonight.
bad wrestling?
We're almost done there. So this match was a Roman Reigns match, very much. But I mean, it did what it's supposed to. It got LA Knight over.
It was a walk-in brawl. If you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah, but it got LA Knight over. He's now only the third person to kick out of the spear in this 1,200-day reign. So that's pretty good for him.
Is that?
He'll make a great Intercontinental Champion.
I think he can probably take that belt off of Logan Paul.
Do that too.
By the way,
I'm just not. I fucking hate reviewing these Blood Money shows. They just suck the life out of me because, like, they do nothing but They do nothing to progress any story, really, other than what EO and Damage Control story. Outside of that,
Logan Paul
what
won
else?
a belt.
Logan Paul won a belt. And JD got pissed off.
Good times. Good times were had by all.
Okay, so let's stop with the Blood Money stuff because I'm going to give it a 1 star out of 5. Just because it was a horrible house show.
I'm going to give it You Shouldn't Murder Journalists out of 5.
All right. We're probably the only two that watched it. So, Will.
I watched good wrestling this weekend. I don't know about y'all. What the fuck is that noise?
That's my fault.
I watched good wrestling this weekend. I watched the fucking TNA pay-per-view. I watched a New Japan pay-per-view, and I went and saw some GCW.
So before you talk, do you want to get to your negative on your soapbox first, or you want to talk about your good wrestling first?
Let's talk about some stupid shit. Why the fuck is Gato so insistent on not putting over these new kids? Do we need more Will Ospreay? Do we need David Finlay? I think we as a society have evolved past the need for the Finlay family. They've spent the last year trying their damnedest to make David Finlay a thing, and it's so not fucking working. And after laying out all this groundwork to build up, we're going to have Shota Umino versus Moxley at Wrestle Kingdom. He's going to kill his dad. No, why do that when we can throw fucking Will Ospreay and David Finlay at a wall and put David Finlay over?
Why are they pushing Will Ospreay so hard when he's
Because
definitely leaving?
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, especially when he's about to leave, why wouldn't you put your belt on easily the most over young baby face they've got right now?
Yeah. Are they bringing back the Intercontinental title, by the way?
They're making it seem like it's going to be something new, but I want it to be the Intercontinental title. Because they fucked up the US and then UK belts, which is
so
weird.
dumb.
It's so stupid, but what do you expect when Will Ospreay gets creative input?
Do you think he goes to WWE?
Honestly, I think it's very likely. I think especially because he hasn't talked about it is why it's likely. Like, he's guaranteed not going to fucking TNA. Are you kidding me?
What's his ceiling in WWE?
The United States Championship. He's not winning he might win a world title and have like a weird little gender run, but Ospreay's just going to be a flavor of the month once he goes there. He'll start off really hot and then instantly get thrown into the abyss.
That's why he's going to sign with AEW.
More than likely, because they're stupid enough to put a world title on him.
What's your other soapbox, Adam?
But just the fact that Umino must suffer just so we can keep putting over the guy that's about to jump ship and leave the company. And also David Finlay. How are you going to do this and then a few hours later have Logan Paul beat Rey Mysterio for a fucking belt? The travesty. The horrors.
The ultimate disrespect.
And just the shit cherry on top. TJP getting title matches at big shows. Disgusting.
TJP having a job. Disgusting.
That boy bothers me so much every time he opens his mouth. And it's a shame because he can wrestle good, but everybody can wrestle good.
Yeah, he doesn't need to keep his mouth shut and delete his Twitter.
Yeah.
I liked him a lot more before I knew about his views on everything.
Same. Right before he went to WWE, I was actually pretty keen on TJP. I thought TJ Perkins was a very solid little grappler. And then he went there and he just kept saying words.
All right, what else? Tell us about what you got into this week.
Well, I threw up.
What?
No, I went and saw GCW yesterday. They had a little card. I think there was a couple wrestling matches down in center stage. It was pretty fucking neat. They flew in Maki Ito, and Maki Ito was there. I don't know. I was a little whelmed by my first time seeing Maki Ito live, but I don't know what I would expect out of the 6-man tag.
You were whelmed?
I was extremely whelmed. Had a fun little opener with a bunch of the local boys, and then randomly fucking man like Darius from the UK. So I don't know why the fuck they would fly him in just to have him wrestle children and Alec Price.
I saw Bobby Flacco was in the car. What did he get up to?
Oh, he just got beat up by Jacob Fatu. He didn't have a match.
Oh, that's fun. Getting beat up is always fun.
Him and someone else. So they did this real fucking stupid thing. Because there was honestly several very questionable choices with how they would handle the finish. And it's like you could have just had them lose. So Jacob Fatu had like 3 different fucking run-ins throughout the show where he would just be murking people. He beat the piss out of Brogan Finlay and Bobby and someone else. Brogan got thrown at the fucking wall. It was so fucking funny.
Yeah, that looked gnarly as fuck.
It looked so sick. And he's selling it like death. And then the fucker just stands up and is like, all right, bye, everybody. But they kept doing that. That Jacob Fatu comes out during Second Gear Crew versus Bullet Club War Dogs, which getting to see them live was sick. Coughlin truly is a fucking fridge of a human being. God damn, he is so just wide and huge. Too strunk. But they had Jacob Fatu cost Second Gear Crew the match, which I'm sorry, but if you think your tag team is above putting cleanly over New Japan's top heavyweight division tag team, then you need to relook at your show.
That's fair.
Had match of the fucking century, Santana Jackson and Speedball Mike Bailey. Y'all, let me fucking tell you, Santana Jackson is better than your favorite wrestler, and your favorite wrestler should fucking quit.
Really?
Yes.
Just quit?
Just fucking quit. No
That
more
seems
Drew McIntyre.
extreme.
No more Shinsuke Nakamura. That's the reason why Muto hung it up. He saw how good Santana Jackson was.
Huh.
This man invented the moonsault DDT, kept structuring his match around trying to put the Thriller mask on to do the dance, and backup dancers kept running in and out of the ring, while Speedball kept trying to shut it down. Fucking beautiful. And Santana won. Literally did the Thriller dance, hit a DDT, a destroyer, pinned him, and then kept dancing. Fucking majestic.
That's ridiculous.
Highly recommend everyone go out of their way to watch this match. It is the most sports entertained I've been at a wrestling show in fucking I don't know when. Also, little buddy boy, little young upspring, little sweet summer child, Tank, getting to fight some twinks, bumping his ass off for fucking Blake Christian.
Tank was bumping his ass off?
Yeah, which we just need to address. Blake Christian was wearing fucking heinous tights. Looked hideous. 2 out of 10. Garbage looking gear. But Tank was fucking flopping around. That man was clearly feeling limber tonight.
That's surprising.
Overall, really fun match. Really
You
solid.
did say you sat down 5 minutes into the match, though.
Maybe 5 minutes. That is even being gracious. This little shit starts with his little brawl, immediately just fucking beelines it over to the closest fucking chairs and sits down and makes this small child barroom brawl with him.
God.
So fucking funny.
I love Tank.
It was so good. And then
Really
the main event was Joey Janela and Jacob Fatu, and everyone had to run in to cost Jacob Fatu the match.
So Janela won.
Of course.
Oh, that's cool.
Gotta build him up for that Toro Yano match in New Japan that he got announced for.
Didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, they announced him at the last US show, which was overall pretty solid show. Eddie Kingston and Hanare was a good slugfest. Shingo and Tama Tonga was Shingo. And your
Sounds
boy
like
El
Tank's had a good night.
Phantasmo managed to retain his strong openweight tag belt.
Oh, Phantasmo!
Still down in the mud.
What else did you get into this weekend, Will?
Shit, I don't know, tax fraud.
That's the way to get listeners. Tell them about
Well,
tax.
It's getting to be that season, so.
It is. I don't think it's quite that season yet, though.
Well, I
Black
mean, you're
Friday is
getting
the
early.
start of tax fraud season.
Gotta start early, kids.
Yeah. It's like people doing their Christmas shopping in July, you know.
People who do that
Sarah.
are fucking psychopaths, okay?
Yeah. But something about it gives the same energy as like the people that decide their Halloween costume like a year out, and then by the time it rolls around, their costume is like a very old joke that no one remembers.
Yes.
That's what most of my
That's like going to
costumes are.
cons once a year. It's like going to conventions once a year. You'll see somebody dressed up as a meme, and it's like, oh, that was funny, like last year. All right.
Yeah. Or some dickhead dressed up like Bret Hart.
Yeah, or some asshole dressed up like Shawn Michaels.
Who the fuck would? Dressing
know.
up as Canadians could never be me.
Or Texans. Fuck Texas.
I would never be caught dead dressing up as no fucking Texan. That's for goddamn sure. Unless
Hey.
Scott Steiner's from there. He's the only exception.
Yes, the big booty daddy is the only exception.
I
Fun
don't think
fact,
he's from
that's
Texas,
what that
so you're
one.
good.
Good.
Yeah, he's from Michigan.
That's
Is
what
he?
I
I
thought.
thought he was from Georgia.
I mean, he lives in
No.
Georgia now, but he's from Michigan.
Lives in Georgia. I mean, he might
I
as well be
wish-
from Georgia. He acts like a Georgian.
I wish
He
I.
acts like he's from fucking Florida.
That's true. He is definitely the epitome of the Florida man headline.
Florida man.
Hey, his workout tape is hilarious though. Have I shown you guys this? Have you seen this?
No.
You've never seen the Scott Steiner fucking?
You're going to send this to us.
No, we're watching it live.
We can't watch it live.
Oh yeah, we can.
So I'm going to have to edit all this
Fucking
out. now.
podcast.
We
You
do a
can't
special
watch it
episode
while
where
we can't
review
react
it.
to it while
This is
you
an
watch it.
audio medium.
God damn.
The disappointment in Shane's voice.
Y'all are like young
I'll
as
save it
hell
for
and shit.
afterwards.
Did y'all see
Okay.
that Five Nights at Freddy's movie? I know y'all whippersnappers are
The
into
movie
that
is
shit.
lame as fuck.
I didn't watch it. Don't tell me that. I was looking forward to it.
A lot more rimming than I expected for a PG-13 movie, but overall, it was a movie I watched on the Peacock.
That's right. It was a movie I watched.
It's
Literally
just,
the only reason me and Katie wanted to see it is because Matthew Lillard's in it.
Oh, he's Matthew Lillard, so that's good.
Yeah,
it's not
he
Pedro
fucking
Pascal.
he lils it up,
He's very much Matthew
course he does.
Lillard, so
And-
just older.
drops in that pizzazz of the Erd.
I mean, it would have been better if it was rated R.
Yeah,
They're not gonna
I
rated
just-
R video game movie that was for kids.
It
It's
should
the
have been
only-
rated R.
that was my big thing. Was every time
It
it would
should've been a
start to have
slasher.
something cool, it would have to be
Cut
like
away.
no. Yeah,
Yeah. It should have been a
except
slasher.
for the rimming.
Yeah, they didn't cut away from the rimming. They were all about that.
Yeah, you
Zoomed
should
in
watch
a little
it,
bit too
Shane. I
much.
know you're into that shit.
They zoomed in on parts you wouldn't expect. Not the butthole. Jake's face.
Do the long, slow zoom down Main Street, like. Ugh.
The little brown eye action.
I don't know.
Is
I
Shane good over here?
eagerly dread.
I'm sorry.
the
I
sequel.
just found the video and I just hear Scott Steiner's voice and then hear you talk about buttholes. And I'm just like, this is not. They mix together very well.
Yeah, of course it does.
Definitely not how you should be spending the Lord's Day, right?
Talking about buttholes.
What do you
and
mean?
Scott Steiner.
When
Pretty sure-
when the
pretty sure he
Lord
talked about this
sings
too.
with all of his creations, will the big bad booty daddy not be a part of his choir?
As long as he doesn't have any sugar in his pocket, he'll be all right.
So we got Jake 100%ing Spider-Man 2 already.
Yeah,
Bruh.
fucking touch grass, bud.
You said that's how many hours,
Flex, I
bro?
was just like, I 100%ed it, and it didn't
How
take
many
that
hours did
long.
it take you?
28.
That's not bad for a triple.
No,
A.
for
That's actually
100%ing a game, especially like getting the fucking platinum trophy, that's
No,
short.
like I obtained everything. Like the progress meter says 100%. Like I did all the side missions, all the districts and everything. I'm missing 3 trophies.
And that took you 28 hours to do.
I'm seeing on the little trophy list stats that 17.1% of players have the platinum.
Now,
Damn.
That might
That's
be the
pretty good.
highest I've ever fucking seen. Outside
I
of
will
like maybe a Telltale
say-
game.
we can talk about it. I know JD hasn't played it yet, so try to put
Spoiler
spoilers
free.
aside.
We can.
Spoiler free. My time playing the game,
I like how they handle Peter's death.
yeah, they handled that pretty well. Good stuff.
Good shit. Now it's
There
cool.
was a couple of things in there. I could say one of my favorite missions is the Black Cat mission when she steals the thing from the place.
With
And you
the
have to jump.
things,
Yeah, and you have to go through the things.
I
And you go to
love-
Antarctica.
That
for
was
no
fun
reason?
as fuck.
No, I love how we're describing this so stupidly vague, but if you've played the game, you know what fucking mission. It's sick. And I did not expect them to go that route of like, oh yeah, Cumberbadger Benedict man exists in this universe too.
Cumberbadger Benedict man.
Yes. Yes.
But I don't know. They finally confirmed, because you and I were talking about it a couple episodes ago, that they're doing the Wolverine game in the same universe as the Spider-Man shit.
They're gonna do it. The Wolverine's gonna be separated, but
Well, it's separated, but it's still in the
same universe.
yeah.
Because
And I
the way
think
they
that's
talked
cool.
about it, I think Marvel threw the bag at them to make a lot of Marvel games.
As they should.
I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to the stealth thriller Paste Pot Pete coming 2028.
I did get to the Coney Island thing.
That the amount of fucking arcade games they have your ass play.
They're optional, but I wanted to play them just to play them.
I wanted the hat.
Even riding the rides was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I looked up and I was like, holy shit, they really did put the Speed Demon in the game. Which is cool.
That was overall a fun little mission. And once did you guys both do all the little mini games?
I did.
Yeah, the fact that you can still fight later once you change clothes, but you're still wearing the goofy ass hat.
Yeah.
I of course chose the Jamiroquai hat.
Mine glitched, so I didn't get to pick a hat.
Oh.
Yeah. Kind of pissed me off. But I do like the little touch where when you're fighting, as you jump off the Ferris wheel and you land, your clothes fall beside you. It's like the small things. It's like, I was talking about it and I said, this game really, I played a lot of Spider-Man games, like the movie game and all that. That was a really good representation of what Spider-Man should feel like, but this makes you really feel like you are Spider-Man. Like just the way he moves, the way he talks, the way he swings, the funny little jokes. Like,
I don't know. I thought Spider-Man's jokes were really fucking whack in this one.
They're kind of supposed to be. Like
No, they were
funny,
a little
but
too like, boys, shut the hell up. Like they were just, there was a couple of them that had really good delivery, but a lot of them were so fucking lame, especially anything that had to do with Sandman. I felt like I yelled at Peter a lot.
I yell at Peter a lot too.
Do you?
Oh, we're talking
Who do you guys like playing as?
Miles?
Peter.
Miles. I love playing as Miles. He feels, I don't know.
I do like the small touch though they do when you're playing as Miles, like when he's swinging around and shit. He doesn't feel as graceful as Peter would because he's still new to it and shit. And the small animation when you perch on something, he kind of like catches his balance again before he gets to it. It's like,
Have you seen the animation where like if you're swinging and like you're up high, like I guess when you're going through like one of the boroughs or whatever where you got like the mixture of little buildings and small buildings, if you watch him and you miss the building, he like tries to catch himself.
yeah. They could have just as easily copy and pasted all those animations and no one would have said anything, but the fact that they did that, I was like, fuck, yeah, let's go, let's do it.
I mean, it really gives them their own, they all feel different. Like they both play differently. Like I have a different strategy when I'm playing as Peter as compared to Miles.
Miles is definitely better if there's, like, you're getting surrounded by enemies because of his lightning shit.
Yes.
Whereas Peter's better against like a boss.
No, once you get the symbiote, that little noodle one. Stupid.
I have to say, my favorite thing though is the tag team shit, like the fucking finishers.
Yeah, and they just happen at random too. And then like fucking Miles usually has some smart ass thing to say when you just fucking wreck a guy.
Yeah. And I like how like sometimes when I'm doing like a side quest and I'm fighting enemies, like if I'm in the same area that Miles is in, he'll swing in.
Oh yeah.
And fucking start fighting with you.
Yeah.
Have you like?
Well, he's not the only person that'll do that too.
Do what?
He's not the only person that'll do that too.
Yeah, Kat does it too. Because whenever you were you did that big ass fight scene, she did pretty much slide in like that too.
Did you guys get the Spider-Verse costumes for Miles? And then in the options, you can go and set it to where it does the weird, like, almost glitchy frame rate thing, like from the movies, when you're playing.
No,
it's a cool little effect, I thought.
I saw where somebody made the world look like Noel Spider-Man's world with the black and white. They changed the filter, and it looks fucking awesome.
Well, it's the same thing they do with that. Like, it moves the same way the animation does from the Spider-Verse movies and shit when you unlock those two suits for Miles. And it's in settings. Like, it's fun to do for about 10 minutes or so.
Which version of the game did you get?
The base one, I guess.
Which one did you get, Will?
Spider-Man version? The one where you can play as both Spider-Man?
No, like, did you get the standard or did you get the deluxe?
I don't know.
Did you pay? Okay.
What'd you pay for it?
What'd you pay for it?
I fucking stole it from a kid.
Okay. Well, hopefully
Spider-Man of you.
That is not.
That's extremely Spider-Man.
I got the deluxe one. It came with the extra costumes.
They're silly. I didn't like the extra ones. That's why I didn't buy
There's a couple of them. I was like, this is cool.
I like how everybody's banded together to shit on that Miles suit. The Adidas one.
Oh, the track suit?
Yeah, the Adidas suit.
I know a
at the end
couple
of
of his
the game.
suits he wears Adidas shoes, but
No, there's one that's literally just straight up a fully Adidas billboard. And it's I haven't beaten the game yet, but from what I've gathered, it's the final act suit for Miles.
Oh yeah.
How did I get Bodega Cat?
You just have to unlock the suit. Like, the way that you go into it, and it's got the list.
Does the cat help you?
No, he's just like set dressing. He'll pop up and wave his arms and shit while you're playing.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
It's awesome too. Like in a cutscene, you'll just see this little orange cat with a Spider-Man mask pop up and go, boo, and he'll pop back down in the bag.
Poor JD.
Well, on that.
I have no idea.
Do what?
I have no idea.
On that,
I'll play them
it's time for the most exciting fucking segment of your entire goddamn lives. The moment that you and your offspring have been praying for.
All that offspring I don't have.
MVPs of the week.
Well, if you were to ask my son, he'd be waiting for Territory War 7.
Well, your son needs to learn the valuable lesson of disappointment.
Virtue of patience.
That kid ain't got no damn patience. Look who his dad is.
I was gonna say, fun fact. Speaking of Territory Wars, every time I run into Zach Dye, he yells at me to yell at JD about being stuck in the Carney Bag Boys.
Carney Bag Boys.
Zach Dye over that shit, bud.
Zach Dye, listen to me, you jackass. Make it a real thing, and I guarantee you, it'll probably be the funnest shit that you fucking do in your entire life. Wrestling's meant to be fun, and that sounds fun. If I was still actively wrestling, I would steal this fucking idea. Since you won't do it, I would do it.
He likes the idea. He doesn't like the idea of being around Paul. That's his issue.
He doesn't have to. You don't have to be around fucking Paul. Find your own tag team partner. Make it your own thing.
No, do it with Paul though. You'll make more money.
And you'll get to carry a lot more bags for. It's a networking thing.
Yeah.
And you'll probably bag a lot more boys too.
Exactly.
What more could you want, Zachary?
Bag
I
them
don't
boys,
even
put 'em in
fucking
your
know you,
stable.
but I know you're fumbling the bag.
You know what he needs a bag? A tanning bed.
Oh, is he pale?
He already knows.
He's not pale. He's not pale. He's translucent.
Hell
He
yeah,
already
I'm gonna
gets so
chop
much-
the
so
shit
much
out of
shit
him at
from
the
everyone
next
about
chat
that.
show.
And I've also told him another thing he needs to find is the actual tattoo artist.
Oh man, I can't wait to make fun of this dude when I meet him.
Y'all
Y'all just make sure at the next tax show to point this fucker out.
No, just I hope his brother's there. Then you'd be like, free my boy.
The hate I got off that, but I should have because I didn't know what he actually did. Fucker.
He retracts the freedom of his boy.
Yeah. Lock his ass up.
He's no longer in your boy's stable. Put him in the jail.
God damn.
Anyway, we were doing a segment before all this went off the
We
rails.
are.
We were bagging
So,
boys.
MVP of the week. Have to give it to a tag team. Gotta give it to Violence is Forever for becoming the new GCW World Tag Team Champions, defeating Los Mazios.
That's right.
Or Masasios. I forget how it's said. I don't know.
All is correct in the world.
Really fucking good match. Ku and Dom were leaking like champs, and then leaked enough to become champs. Because that's how wrestling works.
Okay.
Why do you think John Moxley's a 3-time world champion? If you bleed at X amount, they give you a belt.
Last time I bled, I lost the belt.
Yeah, but that's because you were working with truly the finest the Southeast has to offer.
Who's next?
Yay.
JD. Nobody that was in Saudi Arabia.
Damn, son.
So technically, I get to get MVP because I wasn't there.
I'm pretty
I
sure
didn't
I saw
say
you in the crowd.
anybody that wasn't. I said nobody.
Nobody
Just
gets
give
to
it
be
to everybody
MVP.
that wasn't, so that we can have this win together.
You know,
Solidarity.
I'm gonna give MVP of the week to Fortnite OG.
To
That's
what?
all my son's been playing.
Oh.
It's pretty fantastic this week.
It's pretty fucking nice having a lot of locations again instead of
Yeah.
just like 6.
Will and I were killing some people earlier and getting killed. It was fun. Anyway, that's my MVP because
It's a baby
fuck
game
Saudi
for
Arabia.
babies.
And yeah, that's what you think. It's a
Yay.
lot of fun.
You are skipped. So, Shane, who is your MVP of the week?
Tony Khan.
Why?
For not having
Because it
an
was a big announcement.
For booking Samoa Joe versus Keith Lee.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
that's
some
fair.
big boy shit.
That's going to be some big, meaty men slapping, and it's going to be fucking awesome.
I think
This is
I
the match.
honestly
This is
think
the
that's
match
the
that everybody wanted from NXT, and now we get it.
I think that's
Samoa
the
and
one
Joseph
Keith
might be
Lee's
my
about
favorite
to get
right
the
now.
belt.
What?
Keith Lee gonna get that belt?
There's no way in hell.
I don't know.
Samoa Joe is on too much of a run.
Is he?
He gonna drop that on an ROH show. No, on
Is
Dynamite.
he? Things don't happen over there. I would know. I watch it every week.
I'm talking about a pay-per-view.
They do have a couple of those a year, so
See?
I don't know. It could be, but I would not be surprised in the slightest to see Keith Lee become ROH television champion. They're gonna
No.
throw him some kind of a bone.
Get the fuck out of here.
And as I'm getting the fuck out of here, Jake, who's your MVP?
Well, I'm gonna give it to the Hanshin Tigers in Japan for winning the Japan series and breaking the
Baseball's a
curse of
fucking
Colonel
rigged
Sanders.
sport. We talk about real shit here.
Oh,
We don't
do
talk about scripted sports here, Jake.
Yeah.
Mm.
So Jake's MVP is the season finale for Gen V.
Damn, I hadn't even watched that yet, and I haven't watched Invincible.
I'm waiting on Invincible till it's done so I can binge it.
But I have been watching Loki, and holy fuck.
Loki's really good this season.
Dude, that last episode I watched where, you know,
Episode 4.
Yes.
Yeah, you sent me that on a Wednesday, and I was like, oh shit, there's a new episode of Loki, and then I went to watch it, and it was the episode I watched last week.
Oh.
I was
So
like,
there's
oh my God,
another
there's a new one.
episode this week?
Thursday, yeah, it comes out on Thursdays.
Oh.
Finale comes out this coming Thursday.
There's only 5 episodes or 6?
6.
Uh,
Yeah, it's one of those Marvel shows, you know.
That was probably, that last episode, the one I'm talking about, is probably the best Marvel TV show I've seen in a long time. It was
WandaVision.
Yes,
She-Hulk.
it was very beautifully done. The cinematography was great. The action was on pace. The excitement, oh man, they're gonna save them. And then you're
Yeah, it
like,
was a very good episode.
what? Yes.
Mm.
It's good stuff.
I've given up on the Marvel TV shows.
You should watch
That's
this.
fair too.
After I saw how they punished She-Hulk for being the only good one.
God, I know that was rough.
Like,
Anyway.
Fuck Marvel.
Anyway, we're gonna get out here for this week, and we'll be back in your feeds later this week with a bloopers episode, and then next week with more exciting content. Until then, Jake, what do you do?
Bring money.